Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Oakland Raiders and the Denver Broncos. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about... the 23-yard line. First carry for Josh Jacobs. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
2nd and 15 now. Brissett. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster and past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there.
First down, Raiders.
Here we go. Set. Before the base. Check. Block 54. Block 54. No chance.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Brissett. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Jumper.
To throw, Brissett. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. That one good for 26 and a first down.
A gain of 26 yards. First down, Raiders.
Let's go now. 54. 15 money. No time. Watch the sling.
On first down, Jacobs. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
At the 50-yard line.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Man open, it's J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 36.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. But there's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball?
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Brissett from the gun on 3rd. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. So now 2 pick-sixes that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
Well, number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head and walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
This will be taken short.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
At the 16-yard line.
Check 3, check 3, check 3. 22, check, cover. 22, check, cover. 47's the mic. 47. Yeah. Switch up, switch up.
From the gun, here's Brissett. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off at the 30. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
Hey. You got 3. You got look. Squeeze. Check 15. Check 15. Big grip.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And this is caught by Allen. Touchdown, Broncos. Keenan Allen, his his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. No problem there on the extra point. And that makes the score 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now they try the right side here. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here we go. Now look, 47. All day. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety. Let's go.
On third down, Brissett. And that is incomplete. That makes him now 0 for 2. Here in the first quarter on third down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
So on fourth down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
Brings up second and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They're going to need some therapy after this.
21-0, our score after 1.
Ready up. 42, Mike 42. Coming in. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. 42. Mike 42. Look at me. Door. 49. Check 49. Now.
To throw on 3rd down. Stevenson. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that, because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? We haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right? So that's how it has to be done. Get points on the board now. Start your comeback. But you're exactly right. Let's get it going right here in this spot.
47's the mic. 47's the mic. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there.
A 2nd down throw for Brissett. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Jacobs. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Big stop.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Let's go now. 90, Wolf.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Yeah, go.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off. And he lost the football. Good yardage there on the scramble, and all of a sudden they're left with a 3rd and 2, much more manageable. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Raiders on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Rock it. Check.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll back them up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
Mike's 5-4. Hard. Check 26. Ready?
On 4th down, David. Got his man. It's Arcega-Whiteside. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. If there was one area that the coach emphasized in our pregame meeting, it was red zone offense.
In a sense, I got from it, and I think you did as well, they weren't real happy with how they were executing previously, so they put a lot of time and effort into it because getting points is paramount. Doesn't matter what you do otherwise, don't leave the red zone without putting points on the board.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Tight dog. Hey, check 5.
To throw again, David. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Hey, box drop. Right there. 54, right there. 54, Mike. It's our field.
Back to throw. David. His throw caught at about the 5. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his 17th touchdown now on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Gostkowski the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now.
Check safety.
They'll start on the ground with Lindsey, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Check 99. Check 99.
Fair.
Slam.
Hey, Charlie.
Switch gears.
Greystone travel. Let's go.
Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up.
Hey, orbit.
Mike 42. Double dog. That's the way. Mike 42. Check.
Get it.
On third down, Stevenson. He'll get this to Phillip Lindsay, complete. Oh, now Lindsay lost the football, and the Raiders pick it up. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch 54. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone.
On first down, Jacobs. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when you clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle him. That's what you're looking for.
And he'll give it here to his running back. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There was absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6.
Leo.
Operating from the gun, David. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15, and he'll return it to the 24-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now a carry for Lindsey, and up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Let's get it. Under 10.
Look, squeeze.
Flare.
Hey, zoom.
Second and 11. can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Gator.
I'm coming. Switch. Wide.
On third down, here's Lindsey. And he'll wind up losing yardage here, back at the 21-yard line. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Brissett. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jacobs. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A first down throw for Brissett. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Check hot route. Hot.
80 weapon.
Nice 42.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
Snap.
Off play action. Stevenson. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or two. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Bravo.
Mike 54. All day, cut.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54 Mike.
Ricky.
Recon, 132 fighter. Go.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. So we're at halftime here in Denver with the Broncos leading this one. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
3 down.
25, check 25, check 25.
Topper. Hey, wahoo.
Second and 4. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Reggie Ragland. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Short throw, pick 6 right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Ready, set.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
There you go.
Hey, exit.
Check. Check 24. Check 24.
Throwing after the interception. Stevenson going deep here for Allen. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
But I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick 6 on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and say, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
Come on.
Second and 10 now from the 27.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Check it out. 22 jet bomber.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. This thrown quickly out to Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On the set.
Nice 42. We go.
Hit it.
play fake here on first down. And he fires one incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, and that'll bring up second down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Matchbox lights.
Check, check. Lucky. Switch.
Roll out. Ready.
Throwing again. Stevenson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 28.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Watch the twitch.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. Well, they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
Now that's the kind of run that fires up an entire team. Tackled at the 2-yard line. For the defensive guys, a little bit of a sigh of relief, though, that they stopped him short of the goal line. Now they got to figure out how to shore up the rest of the defense.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Whip. Watch the whip.
Rock it. Fire.
Looking to throw. Stevenson. And this is caught by Allen for a Bronco touchdown. Keenan Allen with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. On 2nd down now, it's Jacobs. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
To throw on 3rd down, David. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They're going to try and throw. Open man, Smith-Schuster. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds. He's been able to get it up past the 45.
It's a gain of 23 yards. 1st down, Raiders.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs, and he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. The tackle by Eric Armstead.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
It's been a long day for you.
Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6.
2nd and 6. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Go!
Right there, 54 Mike. Hey, watch the slant. 54.
Go!
From the gun, David looks to throw, fires right side, and that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over. Mike 22, Mike.
Hard!
I smell fear in that offense.
On first down, Stevenson is going to float this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Pull it together.
Check. Fresno. Greystone travel. Hey!
Go get him.
Hey! High 7.
Tight. Mike 22.
Gone.
Hey, here I come.
Ready?
To throw again. Stevenson. That's complete to Jake Butt. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 18 big yards on that one, and a Denver first.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Back to throw. Stevenson. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Hey, Sam off.
Watch the shit.
Undercross 5.
On second down, it's Lindsey. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
60 outlaw.
Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball.
Pick the edge. Come.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Mike 42.
I'm going to come back to you.
Another run by Lindsey. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot, and on that play, they were able to stop them short of a 1st down.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Hey, check 24.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. It's caught. Jones. That one good for 13 and a Denver 1st down.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. They'll run on 1st down. Lindsey. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down.
Come on, set. 30 base. 2 jet bombers. 2 jet bombers. Get it.
On 1st down, right back to Lindsey. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Welcome back now to Denver. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th.
Ready to break.
22's coming, Mike. Watch the slip.
Shoot.
To throw on 2nd down. Stevenson buying time to his left. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Philip Lindsey, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
57 to Mike.
Hey, Foxtrot.
I'm coming for you, son. Hey, check.
Now.
Mike 57.
Don't let him breathe. Play that tight D.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. David looking for his running back, and he's got him. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. David over the middle, complete. That's Jacobs. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland 1st down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 49-yard line. Back to throw. David. And the Broncos get there and take him down. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Check.
Kill.
6-6. Pull it high. 5.
Looking to throw. David. And the pressure gets to him again. Eric Armstead in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say, when you have obvious passing situations. Hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
The touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Now Brissett on 4th down. Going up top. And no, it's incomplete. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, 4 down. Out. Jim.
Now a handoff for Lindsey. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
To throw on 2nd down. Stevenson is complete to Jones. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
That's trap. Big air.
Christian Travis. Get it.
He may try and run for this. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver 1st down. What a boost for this offense that he can throw in a run like that after the success that he's had throwing the football.
I love that, being able to mix in something a little bit different just when you're starting to think that's all you're going to see. He changed it up, flipped the script on him, and boy, did it work to his offense's benefit.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
80 weapons.
42 is the mic. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Show it up.
Shoot.
On 1st down, it's Lindsey. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Philip Lindsey, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Broncos push further out in front. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
23 yards on the play. On 1st and 10, David. Throw left side complete. It's Jacobs. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Incomplete. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Jacobs. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. That 2nd down run a big help as 7 yards leaves him with just a 3rd and 3 now. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Raiders get a score closer. Gostkowski with the extra point. And that will shave one more off this lead.
42, Raiders 28.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They'll run. It's Lindsey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11.
Check 49.
Slam, slam, slam.
Topper.
They'll run the toss. It's Lindsey. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
Here comes Lindsey, toss right. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Fielded just inside the 20. Oh, and he's taken down here by his face mask by the looks of it. And a penalty flag is going to give a much better starting position. The face mask moves him all the way out past the 40 now for 1st down.
Let's go, B, let's go. Hey, let's get there.
Out of the gun, Brissett. Catch made, it's Moreau. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Sponge, let's go. 54 is Mike, 54 is Mike. Check, watch 54, watch 54. Get ready. Get ready. Kill.
From the shotgun, it's Brissett. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Denver, a win will come too late to save a losing season, but they do move to 6-9 on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Oakland, they suffer their 4th loss so far. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to